Of some stronger storms by tonight. Watching radar out to the west as conditions have now gotten back in place. After our one-day break, look at the return of the haze in every direction today. We'll call skies partly sunny, but from the airport to Calaveras Lake, over to Morgan's Wonderland Camp, and even into downtown, we've got the haze returning, and it's compromising the air quality. Let's take a look at partly sunny skies and 97. And look at that humidity today. We crank it up. It feels like 105 when you step out the door in the city, with a dew point right now at 72. Here's the air quality. Yesterday, we returned to a moderate read, but with that haze, we're right back to unhealthy for sensitive groups, and we sit alone among moderate reads in just about every direction. Victoria with good air quality out there today. Temperature-wise, it feels like 105 here, and it feels cooler down to the south at 103 for Pearsall, 108 though, George West and Beeville, 104 at New Braunfels. So please make sure you're hydrating if you're heading out this evening. And as we take a look at the evening forecast, we won't see temperatures out of the 90s until probably about 7. So we'll be in the 80s, but remember the humidity. In fact, 82 at 10, that's one of the lower 10 o'clock temperatures we've seen in the last couple of weeks. Now to radar, once again, North Texas just getting clobbered. It has been, for the last month, it has been just almost every other day. They're getting heavy rain and dangerous thunderstorms. And for us, we can see across the I-10 corridor, we've got some pretty dangerous storms here. Now, west of Del Rio, these are ones to watch, but this will generally be the breeding ground for anything that's going to be heading in our direction later this evening. Severe thunderstorm warning is pretty far north. This is Sanderson, not too far from Fort Stockton. And these storms, again, it'll be a while before any of this energy moves this far east. We certainly have the moisture in place to support everything, with dew points in the lower 70s. And all those storms line up because they're right out ahead of the dry line. That's the trigger. We also have a frontal boundary well to the north. It won't be affecting the air quality or the air change or any kind of air mass difference, but it'll definitely help trigger some of these storms. So here's what Future Radar says. The storms we're looking at now will move east from Eagle Pass up to Rock Springs by, say, 7 p.m. and then pushing east into the city by about 9 or 10 p.m. And look at that line, very similar to what we saw on Tuesday night. And that's why, by the way, that's why I wanted to use this exact same model guidance that we used Tuesday night. This model nailed that forecast. So I've got some pretty high confidence in seeing this unfold. And it's once again, like I mentioned Tuesday, if you're with me, that this would be worst case scenario. The other model is not completely different. It kind of lines up a little bit better with what we're seeing, but this model did such a good job Tuesday night. I wanted to use it again. And then notice as we go east, Gonzales down to George West. This is the 11 o'clock hour. San Antonio's done by then. So before midnight, this storm line is out of our way. And then we're looking at some more scattered activity, mainly east of the city as we get into Friday. And remember, level 2 risk of seeing some of these storms severe tonight. I'm keeping a close eye on everything for you. Temperatures, all right, from 93 tomorrow to 94 on Saturday. By the way, probability overnight on what we just saw happening, 40%. So it's not a done deal. It's not like it's 80 or 90%. Slight chance on Friday, a renewed chance Saturday night. Looks like most of Saturday's dry, but Saturday night we've got a chance. And then look at the temperatures climb close to 100 by Tuesday. Back after.